Now guys, andito na naman ako at handang ibabahagi sa inyo ang pangalawang rule ng implementing rules of RA 5487. Under ng rule number 2 of RA 5487 is the penal provision, which has 3 sections. And the first section, the section number 1, states that without prejudice to the imposition of criminal sanctions, any violations of RE 5487 as amended or its rule or regulation by license grantees likewise pursuant thereof shall be punished by suspension or fine or cancellation of his or its license to operate, the LTO, conduct, direct, or manage a private detective, watchman, or security guard agency, all its members are penalized pursuant to the provision herein under and or with a forfeiture of its bond filed with the Philippine National Police at the discretion of the Chief of PNP. Kung magkaroon ng imposition, magkaroon ng violation dito sa RA 5487 ng isang agency, ay maaaring ma-penalize, or it depends upon the discretion ng Chief PNP na ang nangangalaga sa atin ngayon ang SUSYA, Chief SUSYA. And the section 2, there are subsection. The first is letter A, under ng section 2 is states that any person not covered by section 1 says that without prejudice to imposition of criminal sanctions. That is section 1. Rule number 2 above the commits and any act in violation of RA 5487 as amended and its implementing rules and regulations shall, on conviction thereof. So, makukonvict siya. Ang rule number 2 kasi, ang pinag-usapan is penal code, di ba? At ang sinasabi doon sa section 1 is without prejudice to the imposition of criminal sanction, di ba? Na nag-violate siya ng dito sa ating batas ng gwardiya, ang RA 5487, at siya ay makonvict. Ito sinasabi, on conviction thereof. So makonvict at magsasuffer siya imprisonment. Ito sinasabi, suffer imprisonment of from 10 to 15 years. So, mahaba-haba. Kung ikaw ay makonvict na without prejudice to the imposition of criminal sanction under ng RA 5487, ikaw ay magsuffer ng imprisonment of from 10 to 15 years at may penalty na not less than 10,000 pesos nor more than 15,000 pesos as the court may direct. So, um, kung ano ang sinasabi ng korte. Si korte naman kasi ang magdidesisyon above all the conviction of any criminals. So, dito sa under ng Rule 2 ng Penal Code, let's proceed to the letter B. States that if the violation is committed by those person mentioned in Section 3B of Rule 4, herein under the penalty shall be imprisonment ranging from 1 to 4 years and a fine ranging from 1 to 4,000 at the discretion of the court. So, we will see kung ano yung sinasabing 3B ng rule number 4. And let's remember, the rule number 4 is all about the license to operate. And it states dito sa letter B ng rule number 2, states that if the violation is committed by those person mentioned in Section 3B, Rule number 4, ay ang stated sa 3B ng Rule number 4, ito, elective or appointive government employees whom may be called upon an account of the functions of their respective offices in the implementation and enforcement of the provision of RE 5487 as amended, and implementing rules and regulations, and any person related, such as government employee by affinity, consanguinity in the third civil degree. So, nangyari talaga, shall not hold an interest. So, dapat, diba? Directly or indirectly in any security or watchman agency. So, napakalinaw. Ibig sabihin, yung sinasabi na any elective or appointive ng gobyerno na masasabi natin na nag-function pa siya sa ngayon, ay magkakaroon siya ng problema. Diba? Yun ang ibig sabihin. Ito, magkakaroon ng problema. Siya ay magkaroon ng penalty, shall be imprisonment. So, magkakaroon talaga ng malaking problema. Kaya kung napapansin nyo, yung ibang mga agency, may makikita tayo na yung general managers or your operation managers ay retired military, retired police. So, hindi na sila active. So, hindi sila magkakaroon ng problema. Kasi napakalinaw ang sinasabi dito sa rule number 2, section B, na sinasabi dito na nasa rule number 4 ng 3B, any elective or appointive government employees. So, hindi talaga pwede. So, tama lang pala yung mga nakikita natin na yung ibang mga security agency, yung mga general managers, yung ibang inspectors, yung ibang operation managers ay mga retired military, retired police, or retired Navy, retired Armed Forces of the Philippines. So, kung ganun man ang nakikita ninyo, hindi sila nagva-violate sa rule number 2, section 2. Hindi sila nakapag-violate, hindi sila magkakaroon ng, hindi sila ma-penalize. So ganun po ang mangyayari. And then we have section 3 under ng rule number 2 states that expired, may expire ang ating lisensya o ang lisensya ng agency. Sabi, section number 3 states that expired license for purposes of enforcing sanction any private security watchman or company guard force, agency or private security or training personnel upon expiration of their respective license to operate LTO or license to exercise LTE security profession are considered as not possessing license and shall be held criminally and administratively liable. So, ganun din. Kagaya din natin sa ating isa't isa. Kagaya ko, isang gwardiya. Kahit officer ako, ganun din, paras tayo ng lisensya. At kung ma-expire, wala na tayong karapatan pumasok. Did you get it? Wala tayong karapatan pumunta sa trabaho. At kailangan nating asikasuhin yan, i-renew. Diba? At sa proseso naman ng pag-renew, bago tayo mag-renew, dadaan tayo sa tamang proseso. Kagaya ng may trainings. So, aatin tayo ng training para ma-refresh tayo. Mostly kasi sa iba, at yan ang katotohanan, para mabilis, marami tayong mga kasama na pang mabilis. Pero which yan po ay hindi dapat, kasi ang required is magkaroon ng refreshment training course. Yan ang sinasabi, RTC, refreshment training course, sa mga sinasabi natin na patikang gwardiya na. At sa mga baguhang gwardiya naman, hindi sila pwedeng magwardya nang hindi rin sila dadaan ng training. Dahil kung re-rekta na lang na magwardya, hindi nila alam kung paano i-exercise ang trabaho ng gwardiya. Kasi sa tingin kasi ng mga karamihan, ng mga tao, ang trabaho daw natin ay trabahong tamad. Hindi nila alam kasi na ang trabaho natin ay napakabigat, nakaatang sa atin ang seguridad ng kumpanya. At sino ba ang pinagtatanungan ng una? Halimbawa, magkaroon ng isang problema sa isang kahit napakasimpleng bagay, sabihin natin na yung isang gripo ay naputol o nasira. Sino bang unang tinatanong? Si Mamang Guard, di ba? Tapos sasabihin nilang napaka trabaho ng tamad. So anyways, ganun din ako noon. Mindset ko noon, parang ganun. At nung nandito na ako sa larangan ng excuse me, larangan na trabaho na ito, dito ko nalalaman na hindi basta-basta ang trabaho ng gwardiya. At dito ko na-appreciate na talagang kung ikaw ay isang loyal na gwardiya, ma-appreciate ko talaga sa lahat. So That's all for now, guys. And kung bago ka lang sa channel ko, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe para malaman nyo ang mga susunod na mga tatalakayin. Kasi marami po ito. At don't forget to click the notification bell. All. And ako po ay sumasaludo sa inyo. Maraming salamat po. At mabuhay tayong lahat. Stay safe. Okay? Salamat.